It looks like Marvel Studios teased the arrival of Kang, and specifically Avengers The Kang Dynasty, all the way back in 2021. And all of us were just looking at the wrong clues. When it came to Hawkeye and them teasing the discovery of an item that was important to the plot of the series, one thing that we saw was lot number 268 in Avengers Compound. Now, of course, ultimately, we would go on to learn that this watch belonged to one specific character in the MCU, specifically Agent 19, better known as Mockingbird, aka Hawkeye's wife. So we all figured, okay, the case is closed there, nothing more here. But the moment you start to look into it, you realize that when you go back to Avengers number 268, which came out in June of 1986, this was Jack Kirby's first story that would go on and form the story arc called The Kang Dynasty. So yeah, they were teasing this all the way back last year, and none of us just picked up on the clue right in front of our face. Now again, this isn't the first time we've heard and seen teases like this in the MCU. Again, remember Spider-Man Far From Home, the ending of the film? We're excited to share with you what comes next. 1, 2, 3, and then the 4 was a question mark. And then they would reveal that John Watts was set to direct Fantastic Four at the time. Obviously that didn't happen, but still. And countless other times. So yeah, it looks like they did literally know what they were going to do, and it kind of makes sense, and they just left the clue there, and we're seeing if people would pick up on it. And ultimately, some people did talk about it back then, and we brought it up, and we were like, well, it doesn't really make sense, but sure. But overall, yeah, it's there. It all checks out. So it's interesting to know how far in advance they're placing these things and when some of these things could be discovered. I mean, for all we know, we could go back to She-Hulk 2.5 years from now and go, look at that, right there in front of our face. They literally told us this thing was going to be a major factor in whatever comes next, and none of us saw, but there it is. So it's always something like this with Marvel, which I guess always keeps the fans on their toes, which I guess is good. Always keeps you wanting and questioning and all that.